The woman just leaned over and whispered a few words into her husband's ear. The next second the husband showed a look of horror. He shook off everyone like a madman. Without hesitation he jumped off the 100-meter tall building, ending his own life. This scene caught everyone completely off guard. No one could understand why a man who always cherished his life would make such an extreme choice, and the woman who had loved him for over 20 years showed no emotion at all. She just coldly stared at his lifeless body. In everyone's eyes, they had always been a loving couple, with a sweet and sensible daughter. Their family business was thriving. They built their fortune from scratch in just 10 years, becoming the envy of everyone. Yet now it all ended like this. Naturally, people started to wonder, had they been faking their happiness all these years? The daughter refused to believe her mother could be so heartless. She kept asking her over and over again, but the woman never revealed what she had said. She only told her daughter that her father's death had nothing to do with her, but the daughter refused to believe it. After all, her father had always cared about his health. He was passionate about life, and he loved his wife deeply. Their family was happy and complete. There was absolutely no reason for him to commit suicide. The woman gave no further explanation. She coldly hung up the phone and turned away. For the next 3 years, she refused to meet her daughter even once. The daughter returned home in disappointment, staring at her father's photo, remembering the warm days when they were a happy family. She couldn't stop her tears from falling. She couldn't understand why her mother had to destroy everything with her own hands in order to escape the endless pain. The girl decided to move out of the house full of memories and live with her fiancé. Right before leaving, the housekeeper comforted her like family, telling her to come home if she ever felt wronged. The girl nodded with tears in her eyes, but just as she got into the car, the always kind housekeeper suddenly showed a strange expression. 4 years flew by. Finally, it was time for the girl's wedding. Her fiancé suggested that they invite her mother, who had just been released from prison. Hearing this, the girl subconsciously clenched the corner of her dress. Her heart was filled with reluctance. She could never forgive her mother. If it hadn't been for those few words her mother said, her father would never have chosen suicide. Their family would still be perfect and happy. But her fiancé gently persuaded her, saying maybe her mother had her own reasons, or maybe the overwhelming pain had forced her into silence. Looking at her thoughtful fiancé, the girl finally softened and agreed. However, on the day of the wedding, her mother appeared wearing black funeral clothes, as if she was there to announce someone's death. The scene erupted into chaos. Everyone was whispering and speculating. Some believed she was dissatisfied with the son-in-law and dressed like that on purpose. Even the groom misunderstood, thinking his mother-in-law was opposing the marriage. So in front of everyone he made a vow to her that he would protect the girl well and never let her suffer any grievance. When the MC learned she was the bride's mother, he quickly invited her on stage to give her blessings, but the woman coldly said she had nothing to say. The atmosphere immediately turned awkward, but what was even more shocking was what she was about to reveal next, which would turn the entire wedding into a funeral.